Superintendent Macaluso here as well. Family, coaches, and friends, we're here on the National Letter of Intent signing day to celebrate the accomplishments of Kain and support him as he commits to continuing his education and athletic career at the University of California, Los Angeles. It is an honor for Pueblo when a young student athlete earns the opportunity to play a sport at a Division I institution on a national platform. I don't know about all of you, but I'll have to look into a subscription to the Pac-12 network. So as you know, Kain has excelled in his academic and athletic endeavors here at East on the football field, on the basketball court, as well as on the track. The last 4 years he's been here at East. And over that time, he has provided us with memories of amazing catches and plays that even Sports Center couldn't put them all into a week of top 10 plays. You're witnessing some of them now. Thank you, Tyler. What I want to highlight about Kain is his compassionate character off the field of play and the difference he has made in the lives of young kids that look up to him. He has made it his personal work to share his attention with several kids in our Pueblo community. These are kids that may not ever have a chance to play in a real game or even be part of a team. But because Kain made it his purpose, he made them part of the team, giving them his receiving gloves and even pushing their wheelchair down the field at Dutch Clark on their way to score a touchdown, all because it was their dream to score a touchdown with Kain and the Eagles football team. An eagle is one who soars above the rest, maintains their poise even in the face of adversity, and above all, leads by example. Kain not only took the time to make someone else's day, he modeled to his teammates the way a leader should act. And as you know, accomplishments do not happen without the strong support base that consists of family, friends, teachers, and coaches. I would like to invite some of Kain's coaches up to the podium to say a few words, and I'd like to start with Coach Watts.
Thank you, Ms. Nell. Thank you all for being here. And all I can say is, wow. What a special day, not only for Kain, his family, the school, the city of Pueblo, but the entire state of Colorado. Just how special, according to Statista, a statistic website, in 2018 there was 1,036,842 young men that participated in football. 30 of which received scholarships to play at UCLA. To say it's a great achievement is an understatement. Today I'm going to share two memories of you that I have of Kain. The first being the first time I ever saw Kain play football here at East High School. It was probably 2008 or 2009. I'm sure Kain was in 4th or 5th grade. I had heard about him. I knew of him. Obviously, I knew the team he was playing for, but I worked with a friend of Kain's family, and he was the coach of the opposing team. And he invited me to an opening scrimmage of the Bantam League, and he was very confident in his defense and saying how good they were going to be this year. And I told him, I said, well, you're going against the Gators, right? That's Medrano and Andrada and those kids. He said, oh yeah. He said, we're going to be tough though. So I show up, first play from the line of scrimmage, 48 toss, Lucas to Kain, 80-yard touchdown. So that was the first time I ever saw Kain play football at East High School. So that was one of the special stories that comes to my mind that just shows, at an early age I knew that Kain was going to be a special player. The second story kind of attests to his character, to his hard work, and his dedication to the sport of football. As anybody knows who's played football or any other high school sport, your sophomore year can be challenging and somewhat difficult to grasp when you should be breaking into the lineup and maybe you're not. When you're on a team with our success, we had 2 state titles going into Kain's sophomore year, and he found himself behind a returning starter. So it was halftime of the Cannon game. We needed to make a change on defense at the free safety position. Coach Padula and I got together. I said, we need to make the change. And we talked about it, and I said, let's let's go, it's Kain's time. And so on the biggest stage, with nothing but high expectations and pressure on Kain, he came in to the second half of the Cannon game and shined and excelled like he continued to do for the rest of his high school career. Like I said, Kain is no stranger to big plays. I've said it before, big-time players make big-time plays, and I look forward to seeing Kain continue to do that at UCLA, and I don't see anything changing in the future. Kain, I love you. I'm beyond proud of you. I'm honored to have coached you. I want to say thank you, and on behalf of the entire football program, congratulations.
Thank you, Coach Watts. Now I'd like to welcome up to the stage Coach Andrade to say a few words.
Thank you, Ms. Nail. Well, I'm going to piggyback a little off of what Coach Watts was just saying. What an amazing day. We sit here and we hear about the 6'4". Wow. Already. I didn't think this was going to happen. Anyway, going back to Kain's scholarship, okay? I want you kids to hear this and how special it is. Kain signed a full ride, okay? They call it a full scholarship. At a Power 5, right? There's different names, but it's considered a big-time D1 school. I don't know if that's happened in the last 20, 30 years here. So that's how special it is. I know his parents are happy because it's $500,000. But I've been fortunate and blessed to be this kid's coach for 10 years. Also trained him, and I still remember the first practice. Well, actually, let me share a funny story. I wasn't going to do it. Coach Mark calls me, right? We were high school teammates, and whoa, come on, ball. Anyway, this is a funny story, not sad. He calls me and he's like, "Hey, coach, I see you have a flag football team. I'm moving back to Pueblo. I'm coming from Vegas." Or he Facebooks me, and I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." He's like, "I got a kid that's your kid's age. I'd like for him to come and try it out." And I was like, "All right, cool." My first words as a coach at this time is, "Well, is he big?" Because we were set. We were the Gators. We were rolling. We were the best little team around. And he goes, "Yeah, he's big, but he's not big like me." And I says, "Okay, well, whatever that means." I says, "Sure, come on, try out." So he shows up, and here's this kid, and Mark was right. Us Pueblo, and we can attest to this. We're short. And here's this kid. He's already half a foot taller than everybody. He's built like the way he is now, and runs up to me with the football in his hand and a Dallas Cowboys jersey. He's like, "Hey, coach, I'm here. I'm Kain." And he introduces himself. And I said, "All right, get up there." Whoa. Anyway, so he's out there. I thought we had studs. He's head and shoulders above everyone already. Fastest kid, wants to impress the most attentive kid, wants to finish first in every sprint. And I told his dad after practice, I says, "Well, of course he's on the team, and I'm so blessed that you guys decided to show up and come out for us, because I knew exactly what it was going to do to our team. It was going to elevate us." And it did. And we went on to have a successful little youth team. I don't think we lost in like 3-4 years straight. And we would go up to Denver. We'd play all the big boys up there. We'd hold our own. Sometimes we'd even win a championship. We'd go to Vegas for Thanksgiving as families, and they become some of my best friends in the world. And then the hard work and dedication was evident early in him, but his parents as well. I saw that they were gone every weekend, whether it be basketball, whether it be with the throws coach, whether it be a track meet, they were gone every weekend, and I saw that, and they taught me something. I was like, "Well, you know what? I want to join this track thing. I want to do this," and so we did, and obviously it helped us as well, and So let's give it up for Mark and Alexa, because that's big time. And like I said, most of us know the 6'4", 205 kid. When he's on the football field, he's the biggest beast that we have and the biggest beast in Pueblo. But what you guys don't know is he's really, really big-hearted. He's a teddy bear. He takes care of kids on weekends, at meets, at football tournaments, birthday parties. You'll catch him with the kids, and that's when I knew that he was different, is when I saw how he interacted with kids, is because that says a lot about you, and your character. High school, Coach Watts covered it all. First start in the Cannon game. Championship game, we knew something special there. He had a pick, he had a fumble return, and he decided to change positions. Everybody thought running back. Not me. I was like, that kid's a receiver. Because I knew he was going to be 6'4", 6'5", and there aren't very many running backs that big, besides Derrick Henry. And it was one of the best moves he ever made, because he's one of the nosiest kids too, and he really is. I'm like, dude, look at him. What are you doing? Just focus real quick. He's just nosy. And I think that helped him in become who he is. I guarantee you, and his dad and mom can attest to this, he's watching videos of Beckham, Calvin Johnson, all the greats. And if you watch him play, that's kind of who he looks like, and so that nosiness ended up paying off, and as far as career stats go, the kid almost had 2,000 yards total receiving in 2 years at wide receiver, 35 total touchdowns. I'm counting up the tackles here. We had over 140 tackles, all-state twice, first team all-conference 3 times. He's 2-time state champion in track, broke the record for discus. The best football player in the state of Colorado, all classifications in football this year. He's got 4 golds right now. And he's got a chance to get one in basketball, and then again in 2 more in track, maybe 3 more in track. This kid's making history. So, he is bringing respect to Pueblo. And we should all feel honored and support him for these next 4 years, because he's changing the way people think of Pueblo. He really is. We got some kids out there doing it at the D1 level. And I got to give them credit too, because we're changing the way people think of Pueblo East and the East Side. And let's give it up for that. I told myself I was going to do something cool at the end. So everybody stand up. Throw your fours up. Good job, Kater.
Thank you, Coach Andrada. In the 23 years that I've known you, I've never seen that much emotion. Wow. All right, I would also now like to ask Coach Padula, before I bring up the man of the hour, to come speak. So Coach Padula, please come on up.
Good morning, Eagle Nation. I'm Brad Padula. Thanks, Coach Andrada and Coach Watts, for your remarks. Man, Kain Medrano, what a kid. I've been fortunate to coach Kain for several years now, and during that time I've watched him develop into the man he is today. Just when you think he's peaked, he just keeps getting better and better. This summer, when Kain started to get heavily recruited, and the attention of many D1 programs, I took a call. It was someone from our Pueblo sports community, and he asked, "Hey man," I think he called me bro. "Hey bro, is that Medrano really that good?" I said, "Well, what do you mean?" He says, "Is he a D1 guy?" I said, "Well, I appreciate that you think I'm qualified to make D1 assessments." He says, "Come on, you know what I mean." I said, "No, bro, I don't know what you mean. But let me try and break it down for you. He's 6'4", he's 200 pounds, he's big, he's strong, he's athletic. He started as a sophomore on the state championship team of 2016. He's also a wide receiver that as a junior won the state championship in the shot put and the discus. Wide receiver, shot put and the discus, with some of the best throws in the nation. He's smart, he's coachable, he's likable. Then I paused. He goes, geez, I didn't know you're his #1 cheerleader. I said, funny, because I got more. He's all conference, he's all Chieftain, he's all state, he's all Colorado. And he's a dude, bro, that Chip Kelly and his UCLA recruiting team thinks is worthy of a full ride scholarship. I said, yeah, he's that good. We hung up, we said goodbye, hung up. Kain, thank you for your production you've given East High football. Thank you for making us look good as coaches with your talent. Thank you for your friendship. You've been an absolute pleasure to be around. Whether on the field or in my kitchen, you make us all proud. Congratulations on your scholarship and good luck.
Thank you, Coach Padula. As Kain is on his way up, I would like to ask Alexa, Mark, and Harley to have a seat up at the table while Kain is preparing for his speech. And then thank you, coaches. Your dedication is appreciated. It does not go unnoticed. And finally, here is Kain. He's gonna have to lift this mic pretty high.
What's up, everyone? First off, I just want to thank God for letting this day be possible. I want to thank my parents for teaching me everything I know today, being my biggest supporters on and off the field and in life. I want to thank my family and to all that matter most and care about me the most. I want to thank my friends for pushing me on and off the field and pushing me to be a better kid, better man each day of my life. I want to thank my coaches. You guys have had some of the biggest impacts on my life, and some stuff I can't remember or I can't think of without going past you guys. I want to thank everyone just for supporting me my senior year and supporting my decision I have made. It was nice, quick, and short. So thank you guys for coming out and supporting me and what I have to do. And I know I'm not going to let Pueblo down. That's for sure.
Okay, just a bit of housekeeping. We will have a reception in our cafeteria, so just out these doors. There's some cake, and there are 50 bags of donated popcorn for Mr. Martinez's class, so thank you, Mr. Martinez, and your students for doing that for us. Families, coaches, and friends are welcome to join us, and we would also like to... I did miss you, Mr. Macias, so thank you also for being here. So on behalf of the Eagle Empire, we want to thank you for your leadership, service, and compassion that will guide you to a long, successful life, Kain. So without further delay, Kain, you may now sign your national letter of intent to play football at the University of California, Los Angeles. Woo! On 3, ready, break. 1, 2, 3. So if you want to take a few pictures, and then we can go ahead and proceed to the reception area. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate it.